Good morning from Disney's All-Star Sports. We're here today because I haven't been here in a while. Kind of wanted to have a look around, see if anything's new, see if anything's changed, just see the general state of the resort. Also want to get some breakfast or lunch, something at the food court here. The world is our palm tree. It's gonna be a fun and exciting day. So let's head inside and have a look around. So we've kind of arrived over here at the, what I'm gonna call the porte cochere, right? Is that how you say it? Huge letters over here that say All-Star Sports. And there's a gigantic star out here. We're gonna head in right over here. It's where there's luggage assistance and everybody gets dropped off from their taxis, maybe their airport shuttle. So head inside. This is the main lobby for check-in. Oh yeah, I love it. I like the design of it. I like the way that it looks. I like the how it looks like sketch work of all of the different Disney characters playing sports. Donald getting super angry at Goofy because Goofy called him out. What is Clarabelle playing? Tennis? Ooh. Side note, who's this guy? He's like the Mighty Duck. The other side is where everybody is checking in. This one doesn't have Disney characters. It's got just human beings playing sports. Surfer, baseball, basketball, you got football over there, tennis, hockey. I also like how the desk here is made up of locker fronts. And the lights look like you would find in an old stadium. Another great thing about this lobby is the amount of natural light in here. There are some that are not, I feel like this one's not natural light, is it? Oh no, it is. Wow. Yeah. So it's very bright inside this lobby during the day like this. Oh, Four Town for life. As we get a little bit further in, there is a sign here that gives you all the hours for the theme parks, and then it gives you some more information as it changes about, early park entry and what's happening at the resort here. To the left of it is all of these gigantic posters or photos. Muhammad Ali over there, Kelly Slater, Danica Patrick, oh, Babe Ruth over there, Tony Hawk. And then you can see we've got the hours. Breakfast is until 11, so I can still go, oh, it just changed really fast. I can still go get breakfast at the food court. Oh, and they've got an All-Star Hall of Fame. Athlete of the Century. I think this was something that if you have your Magic Band on, I don't have a Magic Band on today, but it's supposed to change and tell your name, which seems super fun. We're gonna go over to Sport Goofy Gifts and Sundries. Should also mention before we go in here, there is an ATM right over here, as well as a spot to mail letters. You can literally just put stamped mail in here and the post office comes and collects it. You can mail from here. All right, into Sports Goofy. I love that they have resort specific merch, and this is nice. Yeah, it says All-Star Resorts on top of the hood here, and then it has All-Star Resorts down here. How much is this? This is $60. See if I can get you a better view of the hood here. Yeah, that's cool. I like that idea. And then they have some water bottles for $27. They're very lightweight. They're not insulated. A magnet here for $8. This is a Christmas ornament. Yeah. Christmas ornament for $22. Ooh, a glass Christmas, ceramic Christmas ornament for $17. And then we have a mini cheerleader. Oh, it's one of those, yay. This is $23. Oh, because they often have cheerleading here. Spirit builds characters. This is an All-Star Resort specific shirt and bow combo for when the cheerleaders are here. $30. Kind of like this one. This one's pretty cool. This is specific to All-Star Sports. I wonder if they have other ones for All-Star Music and stuff like that. $25. It's a toddler's baseball shirt. Look at this, it says Walt Disney World on it. Kind of nice, it's a button up. And it is $40. I say toddlers, this is just an extra small, so this is just a kid's shirt. All right, so from Sports Goofy, we are turning to our right, and check-in is over here to our right. We came in these doors over here. We're going down this hallway. We're headed towards the food court, and this is called the End Zone Food Court. It is right across from the Game Point Arcade. Lots of big games in here. Oh, and some massage chairs for the adults. Adults can come in here, sit in the massage chairs. Kids go in here and do the Marvel Adventure Lab. Oh, it puts your photo on the cover of a comic book. Star Wars and Guardians of the Galaxy. This one though. All-Star Baseball. Wow. I like it. I kind of want this one. Although Super Big Rig looks very fun. Oh, I feel like I've been out of the Nerf game for so long, I had no idea that Nerf had a video game. All right, so back out the door into the End Zone food court. Right now it is still breakfast until 11, which is in about 15 minutes. Look at this plant-based Mickey frittata. Okay. But I think that I'm going to forego breakfast and just kind of wait until lunchtime. Ooh, coming up next, lunch. Just get ice cream. Yeah, bacon cheeseburger, grilled chicken, Walt's favorite chili, a chili cheese dog. You can get a foot-long chili cheese dog here. Pizza. Oh, and then they have seared salmon dinner, braised beef, Greek salad, and Impossible Burger. Wow. Oh, so there's different places over here. So there's the ice cream shop, the grill shop, the pizza shop, and the specialty shop. And there's also the market. So we'll have to wait till lunch to see what everything is, like what each section is, because right now they're just all serving breakfast. There's a section over here where you can get some specialty desserts, like this 50th dome. Usually these are cheesecake domes. There's a 50th macaron, and it is $4.50 just for one single macaron. Holy cow. This is an apple pie cupcake with baseball on the top and caramel popcorn. And it's got apple pie filling inside of it. It's a vanilla cupcake, regular old chocolate cupcake, donuts, coffee cake, brownies, muffins, cinnamon rolls, and then of course bagels and croissants. There is a place called Grandstand Spirits that is located within the food court. It's not open right now because this is a bar. And this bar is the same as the pool bar. It opens on both sides, inside and out. So you can come up here and get a drink for lunch or dinner. There's a sign here celebrating Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander Heritage Month. And it is sesame chicken stir fry, chicken, broccoli, red pepper, and onion with jasmine rice for $11.50. Looks pretty good. I think they're still selling this right now. Let's see what it says on this side over here. Oh, this is just the order ahead board, so you can do a mobile order. Did also want to point out that the mobile order pickup is over at the pizza pickup window. So if you do a mobile order, you don't go up to the cash register or over to the other locations. You come over here to this window, which is just across from the beverage station. Just looking around the area here that is in the End Zone food court, I like that the walls look like basketball courts. I like that they use the new style of Mickey from the Mickey shorts. And then I like all these random little details over here, like we've got a football, a basketball, and a soccer ball light hanging from the ceiling over here. I don't see those anywhere else, just back here in this corner. And I think that this is probably because this was a kids area because they got the TV up on the wall. Well, there are TVs over here around the beverage station. They're playing reruns of old, well, this says it's ESPN Live, but I think it's not live. And then they're showing the special about how Full House went to Walt Disney World. All right, back outside of the End Zone food court. And so like the buses are out there, check-in lobby is over there, Goofy Sports is there, and we are headed out this door towards the pool, and we're gonna have a look around at the rest of the resort. So here's a look at the overview of All-Star Sports, and they have an overview of everything here. So this is the running trail. It doesn't say how long it is, but we are here at All-Star Sports. Here's All-Star Music, and the All-Star Movies is next to it. So right now we're just in All-Star Sports, and we're just gonna be looking around All-Star Sports. One thing, I was talking to a cast member and they said that they are still undergoing remodel. So 2 of the buildings are under remodel right now. So they're not at 100% capacity at the moment. So I don't know which buildings are under refurbishment right now, but we're looking over at Surf's Up. And we're right outside the Pour Board, which is the bar that I was showing you inside of the food court. I do really like the theming out here. Some giant surfboards, lots of Adirondack chairs. And then a giant lifeguard hut is the stairwell that goes up to the 2nd and 3rd floor of the building. So we kind of made a left outside of the main building and we're headed in this direction past the lifeguard hut, and we're looking over at the football area, and you can see they are redoing some of the paint on this football over here. There's a fire pit. Yeah, they're definitely repainting the football because the top is not quite the right color and the bottom is the correct color. As we're looking at the football, I did want to point out that there are signs here telling you where all of the different buildings are. And something that's neat about it is there is this, like, what do you call these? Like a nautical star or like a rose, compass rose here on the ground. And it is pointing that direction right there is north. So it is a true compass. Like if you're ever wondering which direction you're facing, now you know. So north, south, east, and west. All right, so let's head a little bit further down towards where the football section is. And I did want to point out that these are the buildings that they are remodeling, it looks like. Looks like they have the football over here repainted, and then we can see there are still some things taped to windows. So they might be done on the upper levels of this, and they might be filling that, but the lower levels still have the rooms under construction or under remodel. Yeah, so you can see the windows are open, they've got a list taped to the window. That's how you know that these are still under remodel. Same thing with the upper levels. But if we turn and face the other way, the upper levels over there don't have anything taped to the windows. Some of the blinds are open, some of them are closed. And then when you get down to the bottom level, they all have stuff taped to the windows. So it kind of looks like there's nobody in the upper levels though. So I'm kind of assuming that these are the buildings that are under remodel. It is pretty neat though, because there is a giant like AstroTurf field out here, like a fake football field with X's and O's in it, like they're running a play. Oh, so they're definitely still back here doing some remodeling, and this baseball building back here is also under remodel. You can hear the construction equipment around as they're getting ready to prep and paint this football, or maybe they've already painted it. But I think this building is still open. Yeah, you can see there are some like guest plushies or something in the window over there. So people are still staying in this baseball building, but not this one. So yeah, just be prepared that if you are staying over here and you get a room over here on the baseball side, there is going to be some construction noises. I did always like this pool over here because it is in the shape of a baseball diamond, and there's this huge grass section like the outfield. Like it's a baseball field is what this pool looks like. And the baseball buildings are the end of the All-Star Sports in this direction. So we're gonna head back over towards the main hall, and we'll actually probably stop in and get some lunch now because it is after 11. So it's time for lunch. All right, so like we said, these buildings are under construction over here, but all of these other buildings over here are not. So it's probably super quiet, say back in like the basketball or tennis section. But right now we are back at Stadium Hall, which is the main building. We're gonna go inside and get some food from the food court. Well, they have a list of 4th of July activities here outside of the Game Point Arcade. All right, so they've switched over to lunch and dinner. So over here we've got ice cream, we've got the cupcakes, then we've got, what's this one? Oh, this is where the salmon and the beef is, and the salads, and the vegan burger. Then we head over in this direction. Of course, there is a market where you can get grab-and-go stuff. You can get grab-and-go stuff all over the place, too. And then we get over here, this is where the hamburgers and chicken sandwiches and hot dogs are, and then the pizza. So hamburgers, chicken sandwiches, and then the pizza. So I got my lunch, I did mobile ordering, and for lunch I got what they're calling the Bases Loaded Burger. This was $12.99. It is a grilled signature blend burger with fresh mozzarella, basil aioli, arugula, and tomato on a toasted brioche bun. So I think that the idea of this is it's supposed to be like a caprese. I'm not seeing the, oh there it is. The one little spurt of the basil. Also they used like just a cheddar cheeseburger on there. I feel like that might not be correct, but we'll see. We'll see how it is. It sounds like it is good in theory, like a caprese salad on a burger. All right, let's give it a little bit of a try here. I'm trying to get a spot that has everything. Okay. And the mozzarella is like super cold, like a salad would be, like a caprese salad would be. The tomato's super cold. The burger's super hot. It's kind of jarring to get so much cold and hot in one bite. There's supposed to be balsamic in this, right? Because I feel like there's not enough balsamic flavor. It just says basil aioli. Or shouldn't there be some balsamic in here? I think that would set this burger off. Right now it's kind of just like mediocre. Not terrible, not really good. Oh, here's another thing about this resort is this is a common place for tourist helicopters to fly over top of them. So here in Orlando, we've got these helicopters that fly around all over Orlando, taking tourists up. It's like, it's remarkably cheap. I feel like it's like $20, but you're up for like 5 minutes. So they can like push through a whole bunch of people, and that's how they make their money, is like doing real quick short tours. And this is one of the places that it goes, is it flies over top of like this resort and a few other ones too, notably Caribbean Beach. But I mean, this isn't terrible. Not the best burger I've ever had. I feel like it's a little bit better than just like a bacon cheeseburger that you would get here. I'm on the fence about it a little bit. Just a little bit. I feel like that's my final conclusion is, it's fine. Like, if that's what you want, it's fine. So I have this bad habit of getting a chocolate chip cookie when I go to a quick service restaurant like this at a Disney resort. And it's never the best chocolate chip cookie. It's not bad. Like, the same thing with the burger. It wasn't bad, but it's not the best. Like, I'm expecting a much better chocolate chip cookie, but today I went with an M&M's sugar cookie. And I know for a fact that this is a good cookie. That's a flavor that I'm looking for. I think what it is, the chocolate chip cookies have too much baking powder, one of those two in them. So they have like the taste of baking powder in them. This one, perfect. Sugar cookie, a little bit of chocolate in the fact that it has like mini M&Ms on it. All right, so now we are done with our food. And we're gonna head back through Surf's Up and head back towards the tennis and the basketball section. A little bit better view of some of the decorations outside here. All these different surfboards. I like it, they look awesome. I like the little details like the sea stars and the seashells out here, just outside of the Surf's Up pool. Ooh, at the main entrance to the building, there's a giant shark's fin. I also like that they use the landscaping to kind of make it feel beachy and kind of like the ocean out here with the rocks. These are actually seashells. And then these river rock back behind it kind of gives you an idea, like a feeling of the ocean. And then this particular plant feels like seaweed almost. All right, we have made it back towards the back of the resort and we're near the basketball section and the tennis section. I did want to point out they are pressure washing over here too, so it is a little bit loud at the end of the Surf's Up buildings. I do like this. Right here in the center, pretty much, there is like a Mickey statue that says All-Star Resorts. Pretty nice little photo op here too. Oh yeah, and then you can put Win underneath the banner. Look at that. Ooh, I do like, aside from the pressure washing, I know it's like people are probably at the parks right now, but it's very quiet back here in this basketball section. Every time that we see a basketball hoop, Jackson's like, can I play on that basketball hoop? He would lose his mind here with the size of these basketball hoops. Side note, my favorite team, the Golden Gophers. Oh, I take that back. It's the Orangemen. Oh wait, some of these are actual teams, right? Like Crimson Tide, the Huskers, the Sooners, and the Vols over there. So like, are the Orangemen and the Golden Gophers real teams? I like that this section is called the Hoops Hotel. And they have a giant whistle. That's like the center. So each building has some like decorations on the outside, maybe something in the center area. And then they have some large structure right in the center of each of the buildings. And this one happens to be a whistle. One of my favorite things to do on any Disney property is just to kind of wander, see where we end up. I'm still in the basketball building, but there are like sections of it, like the back of it here, aren't really decorated. They do have the things up there that say like Crimson Tide and Tigers and Terrapins, things like that. Like the, what are they called? The pennants. But there's no large decorations in this section. But we are backed up to kind of like a wilderness area. So there is the possibility that you could see something. Maybe like a deer or a raccoon or a possum. Definitely squirrels and lizards. It is also remarkably quiet out here. Okay, so here's the question. There's something back here that I've always wanted to know. I see these things all over Disney property and I'd like to know what they are. Just kind of this grassy area back here. But what is that thing? Like I see these things, they're on the sides of the roads in wooded areas all over Disney property. What are they? They don't seem like they would last very long because they're just made out of like recycled paper. I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to get too close to it because what if it's something very important? I don't know. I know you guys liked the previous segment where it was TMI with Tim, TMI with TIM. That burger's not really sitting very well with me. Might have to go and try to find a bathroom. Just in the end of all the basketball buildings is a gigantic, what do you call this, like a megaphone? Like a cheerleader's megaphone that just says win on it. The other one says rah. And we are turning, so over there is the Surf's Up buildings and the pool. And then there is the Mickey statue that we stopped and looked at. And now we're headed over to the tennis area. And I like that the stairs over here are like a giant tennis ball tube. And over here, the decorations are giant tennis rackets and tennis balls. And then along the top, it's all of the different scores for tennis, right? 15 all, 15-30 match. And the decoration or the scenic item in the center of the building is this gigantic referee's chair or official's chair. And then out in the grassy area, it looks like a tennis court. You got Donald over there. He's ready to play tennis. He's really into it. He's got his headband on. But then Huey, Dewey, and Louie over here just playing baseball on the tennis field or on the tennis court. I bet you that's going to make Donald angry because he just wants to play tennis. But the nephews just playing some baseball out here. Just to give you all an idea of how close the All-Star Resorts are, we're over at the end of the tennis buildings, looking over at All-Star Music right there. That's that checkerboard roof. The building with the checkerboard roof is a building from All-Star Music. And then in the parking lot, just past the tennis building, is the community hall. This is just a multi-purpose space that they can use for whatever they'd like to here at All-Star Sports. And I think it's a community hall for both music and sports, because it's kind of like right here in between the two. It's a little bit closer to sports. Oh, here's something. When we made it over to the baseball pool, we didn't go any further, but if you kind of go around the other side of that building, you can see there's a giant soda cup. I did also want to point out that there are like fun games out here. Like there's a ping pong table over here. And then over here, there's also a foosball table. And now it is afternoon, so Grandstand Spirits has opened. Over here near the pool, the Surf's Up pool, is the Surf's Up bathhouse. This is where there are some bathrooms, changing rooms, and guest laundry. I do like that they just went with like, it's an all-star resort, and so there's stars everywhere. I like it. All right, back inside of Stadium Hall where the food court is, and then the gift shop is up front as well as the arcade. Did also want to point out you can get the collectible medallions. These are for the 50th. So they've got Mickey playing soccer, Donald playing football, Goofy playing basketball, and Minnie cheerleading. You can get engraved ID tags here. And these are all 50th themed. And then you can get some pressed pennies over here. Goofy playing soccer, Minnie playing soccer, Mickey playing basketball, Goofy playing basketball, Donald playing volleyball, Pluto playing football, Mickey playing football, and Minnie cheerleading. And you can get all of them in one sitting for, what is it? For $5. Oh, this is interesting. Over at the Game Point Arcade, every day from 7 until 8, they have a competitive gaming hour. All right, so there you have it. That was our trip out to All-Star Sports. I did find a bathroom. Toilet paper update, it's not good toilet paper. Very, very thin toilet paper, kind of like those large industrial rolls that you would find everywhere else. The food was good, and I don't know, I feel like it was probably the burger that made me have a little upset tummy, but I'm not 100% sure. Could have been anything. You never know. It had a good base to it. I feel like it needed balsamic on it, and then it could have like really soared. But I would try that once and then try something different another time. You know what I mean? The cookie was really good. I really like this resort. I like walking around it. I like the feel of it. It's kind of like quiet and calm right now because there's not a lot of people staying here. Number one, it's not at full capacity because they're still remodeling some of this stuff. And number two, it's the most recent resort to open after COVID. So maybe not a lot of people are booking it yet, or people that booked, you know, like a year ago didn't have the option of booking this one because it would be like a last minute type thing because it only opened a month or two ago, or only reopened a month or two ago. So I like the layout. I like that they have resort specific merch. I like that the buses are here. You can get on a bus and go to Annie Park, really close to Animal Kingdom. There's also a McDonald's like right up on the corner over here. So you have another option other than just the food court. I do like the All-Star Resorts. We will be back to try some of the other resorts, like some of the other like All-Star Resorts, have a look around at those, music and movies. But All-Star Sports, it was good. So all in all, a fantastic day. And with that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.